I really need to put mascara on when I do these videos because I look so dead. Maybe I should widen my eyes whenever I talk. Philosophy. Salutations and welcome to the Sunflower Bee channel. Philosophy isn't boring, but if you disagree, I would love for you to explain yourself and comment it down below. But before you do that, I would really appreciate it if you subscribe and also like this video. People often see philosophy as this boring, archaic and frivolous exercise in thought by the overly educated, attempting to answer questions that should not be answered. But that is not what philosophy entails. Philosophy is the love of wisdom. And you could ask yourself, but why wisdom? Well, wisdom in greater terms just means living your life to the fullest, or at least living the best life as you possibly can, or being fulfilled by all that you do and all that you know. But what does it mean to think philosophically? It's what happens when your mind ponders on the deeper questions of life, when you aren't caught up in the living, the bills, schools, and kids, and you are just free to just think. The subject of philosophy attempts to systematize thoughts by the otherwise ordinary people. Because yes, ordinary people have the capability to think. We have the intellectual capacity to think beyond what we think we know. Because Plato, Socrates, Aristotle didn't do all the work for us. And though we may not realize it, whenever we reason, we think philosophically. One of the biggest misconceptions on philosophy is that it's all about answering the questions, when it's completely just not that. Philosophy isn't about answering the questions you ponder on. It's about the pondering. It's the process of trying to find these answers and using reason rather than just blatantly accepting things to be 100% true. And it's all nuanced. One of the first philosophers that really just revolutionized how we think and how Western philosophy was going on about was Socrates. But we'll talk about him maybe in the next Philosophy Friday video. Please just comment down below what you want to see for the next Philosophy Friday. Another misconception about philosophy and philosophers is that they founded their ideas and their views all alone in their room. That's not true. Philosophers liked to socialize and discuss with one another. They even set up schools where instead of teaching the conclusions to their ideas, they teach how they came about those ideas and those views. The study of philosophy encourages us to disagree and criticizing ideas as a means of refining them and coming up with new ideas as well. And these ideas emerge through discussions, analysis, and criticism, and not just blatantly and blindly accepting facts and ideas as 100% true. So what can you take from philosophy? Instead of just dismissing philosophy as this subject that only elites can participate in, what can you take away from in studying philosophy? Well, personally, I think we are too comfortable with our ideas. We're too used to being right. And when our thoughts coincide with the public opinion, we somewhat just stop and look around us and everyone else seems to agree with us. And that makes us comfortable in our ideas and our views and in our stance. And at that point, we just believe that what we think is true. Public opinions are the opinions you hear about all the time, whether it be in a family discussion, a discussion with your friends, in the media, or what your teachers teach you about, what the average person's opinion is. And what happens when you get comfortable with your own point of views and opinions is that you just don't give a second of your day to rethink, to criticize your own opinion. Because most of the opinions you hold have been ingrained in you. And because of that, you think that everything you think and know you think is true. And at this point, I just think we have been losing touch with what really matters. We've been tiptoeing around facts and opinions because we're too scared of thinking or saying something that dares make someone else think. And when we do dare to voice out our opinions, we offend. So a mark of wisdom we acquire from studying philosophy could be not to take offense. Not to take offense whenever our opinions are questioned or even opposed. And when someone takes the time to constructively criticize our opinion, we have a twofold learning opportunity. First, we can learn to fortify our opinions by understanding the arguments against it. It's crucial, I promise. And secondly, we can glean information from the opposing views. So, now that we understand that philosophy isn't just for the lofty elites living in their ivory towers, but indeed a part of our daily life, I hope that we can study the love of wisdom together. And I hope I also changed your opinion on how boring philosophy is. With that being said, I hope that you subscribe to my channel, that you click the notification bell so that we can learn together on a timely manner, and that you comment and like the video as well. Bye!